What have you guys been up to?
Oh, nothing. Same old.
Same old, same old?
We're
No.
putting out a new record called Another Miracle on November 14th. We're about to leave for tour in Europe. We've been rehearsing and we're doing the damn thing, my dude.
Yeah. You guys have been busy. Like busy, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I guess for people not tuning into this, like tell the people like what kind of music that you guys make. Rock.
Yeah. Rock music, metal music. Um, yeah. Half of Mice and Men. We're a metalcore band from California and we make loud, obnoxious, sometimes beautiful, emotional music.
Yeah. That's I honestly agree. I love your guys' stuff. I've been following you guys, what is it, for maybe 4 or 5 years now, and you guys have
Awesome.
been so good. So love to see you guys here up in Canada one day, but I know you guys have just been touring like
I know. Yeah,
nonstop.
we need to schedule a tour up there. We don't get to get up there nearly enough.
Yeah. But hey, that's fine. But you guys have been cooking, like very much cooking with some You have a new album that's like coming out in what is it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. November 14th.
nice. It's your eighth record. Are you guys
Ninth
like
record.
Ninth
ninth
record.
record? My bad. Ninth. I was talking to my friend about this. I'm like, is it eighth or ninth? And he's like, yeah, ninth. But are you guys excited? Are you guys nervous still about like you guys have been doing this for how many years? You
No,
guys still have that? You're excited?
Yeah, we're definitely excited. I feel like as with any album, there's no
Mhm.
real nerves around it. We feel pretty confident with the music we make, especially for doing it this long. We enjoy our brand of metalcore and rock music that we make. So, I mean, usually we get to kind of gauge the fan response based off the singles, and everything's
Yeah.
been pretty killer so far. So we're really excited for everyone to hear the rest of the album. If they're liking the songs that they've already heard, then they're really gonna love the
Mhm.
rest of the album for sure.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, like, how are the fans' like perceptions of the two new songs, like "Wake Up" and "Troubled Water" so far that you guys been seeing online?
Yeah, it's been good. Oh,
Hmm.
I mean, overall, really positive. I
Yeah,
think, like I was just saying, our fans have come to know and appreciate the style that we make, and we keep things, pretty in line with what we've done in the past, and just try and elevate the performances and write better songs, as especially on our ninth album. Trying to push the boundaries of what we do while still maintaining true to our sound and not really going the full pop route or doing I don't know what what some other groups might do, or try and shake it up and change it up. We like the kind of music we make, and we're always making it, so it's cool that we get to put it out.
Cool. What was your guys' like main influences, like listening in between like making this record? Like any bands in particular, artists that you guys were like heavy influences for this creating this record?
Um, I don't know. I kind of just listen to the same stuff that I always listen to. Not really, not specifically, no.
Yeah, we definitely
Which
take
is a really lame
inspiration
answer, but
from
that is what
all
it is.
all all music. There's not
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
wouldn't necessarily say there's like one in particular. I think it's just we kind of for lack of a better phrase, we kind of inspired ourselves, because it's like on our ninth album, how
Hmm.
do we how do we push the Of Mice and Men sound forward? And I guess the only way to do that would be to kind of like take a inventory of the songs that we have, and the how deep the discography goes, and kind of think, what do we what could we do that we haven't done yet, you know what I mean, that is
Right.
still in line with what we do. And I think that there's quite a few songs on this album that do push those boundaries of getting super heavy, or doing some new down tunings that we've never done before, or adding strings to the guitar. I think some of the songs are done on 8-string guitars on this album. We've never done that. So just kind of trying to take inspiration from the music that we've already made, and then write better music and more modern, I guess. We listen to all things. A lot of it comes from music that we grew up with. You know, there are certain songs that are inspired by music that we grew up with, and then there's certain songs that are inspired by modern metal bands and other bands that are kind of like pushing the genre forward. And another big inspiration was taking our music to the live stage after being kind of in lockdown for the last two albums that we self-produced before this one. So having that as an inspirational factor really kind of helped us actualize these songs on a more live scale. So like wanting to play them live as opposed to making music just for the sake of, you know, listening to it in headphones or something like that.
Yeah. Cool. How long did it take for making the whole record and the writing process and recording process for it?
Maybe a year or so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Compared to the other records, was it like about the same, or was it like longer, or was it shorter?
It's about the same as the last two, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We
Nice.
kind of just are constantly writing all the time. So it was just kind of like when does the label need us to turn it in? That's when it's done.
Okay.
Pretty
That's-
much.
that's
And
fair.
and what do we have finished? What do we feel strongly about?
Okay.
That's kind of what dictates that. So yeah,
Okay.
about a year, maybe
About a
a little
year.
longer.
Cool. I guess, do you guys ride on the road, of course? I'm assuming because you guys do, or no?
Yeah, we're kind of always writing. We're a band
Mhm.
that we don't really like set aside time to we're going to write the new album now. It's like
Yeah.
we're always compiling ideas, and because we've been doing it for so long, we kind of have that workflow where the ideas are always being created whenever inspiration strikes. That's kind of like with the way technology is these days.
Yeah.
It really is like we can kind of do it stream of consciousness and then circle back when it is time to like, okay, now let's make a collection of songs for an album. We'll circle back on all the ideas that we have and pick the ones that are strongest, that resonate the most with us at that point in time, and then kind of put together a body of work that some would call an album.
Cool. Okay. I like that. What was for each of you? What was your easiest and hardest song to work on for this project?
AP, you want
I don't know that any of them are easy, or I'm trying to think. I know that the last one I finished was a waltz, but that was because we were just waiting on if we were going to do guest vocals or not. I don't know. It's a hard question. I'll say, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to think about it in terms of harder or difficult because it's all just
Yeah. Well, when was the
amounts
last
of
time,
work.
I guess, when did you guys submit the record at? Because that probably.
Back in February.
Oh, okay. So it was like a year ago then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Cool.
Yeah,
How
I
about
mean,
you?
I'd say for mine, the two would be probably Hourglass, because that one's like really fast, and that one's like a kick-ass, what we call like a barn burner, that's just kind of scathing and aggressive the whole time. So trying to write and perfect the drum performances for that is like something that I try and do. Like I'll start with one idea and then try and develop it and see if I could play up to it and play something cooler. I'll write one thing and then I'll rewrite it and then I'll rewrite it and then I'll rewrite it. So I'm not like kind of doing the same thing over and over again for like a fast song like that. And then another one would be Wake Up. And that one was a little bit difficult for other reasons, where I felt like that was kind of challenging to take myself out of a metal headspace and write something with more groove and feel, as opposed to just balls to the wall, fast Slipknot style. I call it Slipknot style drumming because Joey Jordison's one of my like major influences in fast drumming, but kind of trying to bring a more melodic dynamic to the drums for a song like Wake Up. So that one has definitely more of a groove, and that's a bit outside of what I would say my bread and butter zone is. But it's also kind of cool to get to dive into music like that and stuff that is more emotional and melodic, to try and play the drums like an instrument instead of playing it like a Neanderthal, which is how I usually play drums. So I try and take it from a certain songs require a more musical approach as opposed to a more physical drumming approach. So
Cool.
I think that kind of like differentiates a bit on the performances side and what could be a more challenging than the other songs.
Nice. What kind of kit did you use for recording for the album?
So I record the last 3 albums I've recorded on a Roland V drum kit that we run through quite a few drum sample libraries. We've created our own drum sounds pretty much by an amalgamation of multiple different drum plugins, from Steven Slate drum to Mixwave drums to Get Good drums to Kurt Ballou drums to, we've kind of like really developed something that I think is really cool that has been a very hands-on approach. And again, that kind of circles back to the whole technological aspect of how we make records now. We don't have to, we can basically, we have every drum room ever, and we have every microphone ever, and we have every cymbal ever, and we have, you know what I mean? Like it's all kind of at our disposal to make these records. So it is kind of like a cool, more involved process in its own right than just pulling up to the studio, getting the drum kit out, setting it up, and getting the tones of the day. It kind of, we can continually shape it the entire process, which is different, but it's also fun. And after making 6 records in a traditional studio setting sense, making these last 3 the way that we did, I think has been super fun to learn and to also dive into the minutia of details, because in the past we leave that up to the producer to do, and we're like, all right, cool, there it is, that's the sound. And now we can be like, well, let's try something different, let's do this, let's do that, let's go back to this, let's add a pingier snare, let's do this. And when you're recording things in a traditional sense, especially with drums, you're very limited to what you record on that day, at that take, on that hour type thing, where when you do it with MIDI, you're capturing the performances, you're capturing the information, and you're able to develop it a little bit differently and be a little more nuanced with it than you are with just actual waveforms that are recorded using microphones. So we get nerdy with it, which is sick, because at this point in our career, we love that side of it, and we get to kind of do it our own way, as opposed to like just leaving it up to somebody and being like, all right, sick, yeah, cool, take it for what it is, like that's how we like it, or that's how you like it, and that's how we in turn have to like it, because that's what you want the drums to sound like. That's why we pay the producer the big bucks.
Yeah. And you guys have a lot more like freedom and also enjoy it a lot more if you guys are getting the input, getting to do it yourselves and doing those nitty, like it's the same thing for me. I'm a big like photography or also like computer nerds. And it's like, yeah, you get to pinpoint, like build your own PC and you get this little kind of stuff and everything. So it's like same thing. It's just like you want to have that little control with it or have fun with it a little bit, right?
Yeah, totally.
Definitely.
Yeah, cool. I guess going back with the producing, I guess you guys are also self-producing this last couple records, right? So is there any particular, I guess, of course you wanted more creativeness, I guess, in a sense, that's why you guys haven't done more producing stuff or going like, say a lot more of the rock and metal bands lately have been working with Jordan Fisher and everything. Would you guys want to do something like that in the future or no?
We're always open to things, but
Yeah,
we just
I mean,
I don't know, we just like working with each other on music, so
yeah,
just the easiest thing when it's just the 4 of us.
A lot of those people
to
have
get together.
crazy schedules, so
yeah,
it's hard to get booked in with them. And but yeah, I mean, we'd never take anything. We're open to working with producers and songwriters and stuff like that, but we have more fun, like he said, just doing it ourselves. And we utilize each other as great barometers for what's exciting.
I love that. Cool. Is there any new themes, experiences you explored on this project that you haven't before in your guys' previous albums?
AP could dive into that a little bit.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of inspiration that you can read and hear in the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Every album is its own snapshot in time. It's just sort of the yearbook for whatever the year and a half that we were working on the album is. So just sort of, every album ends up having its own unique experiences, I think, attached to it for us and also for the listener.
Yeah. Cool. How about for you, AP? What's your favorite lyric off this record?
I don't know that I have a favorite. It's like asking which kid's your favorite, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe Feed the Flowers.
Okay.
I like that metaphor.
I guess going into that too, what track feels most personal to you both?
Maybe Safe and Sound for me.
Any particular reason?
I wrote it for my daughter.
Okay. Cool.
I'd say mine is probably a waltz, just because it's kind of delving into new sonic territory as far as like the style of metal. It's very like cinematic and theatrical. We haven't really ever done anything like that. It's got some in like Dimmu Borgir, Winds of Plague, like very theatrical, cinematic. One of the journalists said Hans Zimmer, and I thought, holy shit, definitely Hans Zimmer swag on that song for sure. That's got it's just mega layered and sounds like if you strip back the main instruments, drums, bass, guitar, and vocals, it's sounds like a movie score. Nice. And we haven't really like gone into that realm yet. I don't know if we will again. It just depends on if it resonates with the audience or not. You know what I mean? But it was fun to write, and I think it sounds pretty badass. So to those listening, get ready to have a evening at the cinema with that song.
Sick. I love that. You guys are playing Warped Tour next week. Are you guys excited? Well, you guys did play Warped Tour, I guess, in Long Beach this year, and you guys haven't played in how many years? Like, was it 11, right?
Yeah, it was last time we played was 2014, so yeah, 11 years. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. We cut our teeth early on, 2010 Warp, 2011 Warp, 2012, and then 2014. And not to mention all the Warp tours that we went to as fans before that. So to be included in the 30 year anniversary Warp Tour is not only iconic, but such an incredible privilege. We love Kevin Lyman. We love the team that are still like the day one Warp Tour people that helped put on the very first one. So a lot of respect, a lot of love to them. And for them to include our band is just awesome. And, we're stoked to get to pull up to Orlando and break it down for the people of Florida, man. Like we're stoked. It's something cool, and we don't take the opportunity lightly. So we're going to be kicking some ass and taking some names and doing signings, and we'll have exclusive merch there too. And we just try and make it a fun experience. Warped Tour is awesome, and it's bigger than it's ever been these days. So again, like I said, to be included in it is an absolute privilege and an honor. And yeah, we love that team a lot.
Yeah. How was it like doing Long Beach one? Was it good?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. We had a bunch of family there, lots of friends. It's like a big reunion, like a lot of our friends on Warped Tour, a lot of bands, a lot of the staff. It was, and not to mention at such a beautiful venue, like right there on the water in the bay. Was really cool. And yeah, man, it was a great experience and something I feel like we'll never forget, because coming from when Warped Tour was just in the parking lot of an amphitheater, to maybe 10 to 25,000 people, playing to almost 80,000 to over 100,000 across the whole weekend is just, that's bananas, man. Like it's just straight. It's just crazy. So to have that in 2025, like if you would have told teenage me that I'd be rocking main stages at Warp Tour in 2025, I'd be like, are you sure it's not going to be on the moon? But yeah, so to be involved in it now is just killer.
I guess in a few years, if Elon Musk creates it, then I guess Mars. But that's
Yeah, that'd be
besides.
dope. Take us to Mars. We'll rock the Martians, dude. That's what's up.
How about you, AP? Are you fine with playing on Mars, the moon, maybe?
Yeah, we'll do the moon first. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
See if it works out first before
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Proof
Cool.
of concept.
Yeah. Any teases for the set list for the fans beforehand, or you guys locking that down?
That's locked down, and it's
Okay.
under lock and key.
Mhm.
So pull up, rock out, prepare for some old favorites and some new jams, and that's about all we can say for that.
Cool. Nice. And of course, you guys are going on the road in Europe with Gore and Ghost Kitten in a few weeks, or the end of the month, basically. Are you guys all prepped for that? Like, what's it like prepping for a Europe tour compared to like an American tour?
Lots of jackets.
Mhm.
It's going to be wet. It's going to be cold. We're from California, so those are elements that we're not used to that much. But the fans are great. We have the new album, obviously, so we're going to be playing some new songs. But something that we do in Of Mice and Men is we like to, celebrate all the songs. We have such a rich discography, so we like to play all the favorites, throw in some cuts, some deep cuts, and throw in some new songs too. So if you're a fan overseas, or if you ever see Of Mice and Men in a headline situation, know that we're going to be playing everything. We're going to play all your favorites, and we're going to play some of our favorites and some of the new stuff too. So it's more fun getting to do the headline sets.
Yeah.
Because for a set like Warp Tour, we have less than 35 minutes. So we basically have to choose like 5 or 6 songs, which totally sucks.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, but you know what I mean? Like, we want to play more, but we're only allotted that time frame. So it is very difficult to choose the smaller set list, and much easier to kind of create an entire vibe for the evening during a headline set. So expect good vibes from the headline sets at Of Mice and Men
Cool.
shows.
Nice. What's your guys' favorite tour snack that each of you have to have on the road?
Ooh. 2 things. We definitely like to have ginger lemon immune shots on the rider, which not many people would think of, but those things help keep us not sick on the road. I mean, really, we'll still probably get sick. Hopefully, knock on wood, not though, as long as we get those on the rider. And for me personally, I love popcorn. And that's usually something you can find pretty much anywhere. And it's a nice, light, and voluminous snack.
How about you, Aaron?
Bananas.
Bananas? Cool. Just any grocery store, you could get that. Okay, cool. Nice. For me, for tour last year, I actually prepped this. I don't know if you guys know of this, but get also oil oregano, because that saved me a ton as well for not getting sick as well.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like
I've heard
little.
that's got some good benefits. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a vitamin. It's like little droplets you put in like a drink or something beforehand, like before you go to bed, and then literally, if you are feeling sick, you won't get like that cough or get that runny nose and everything. But literally, that saved me a ton last year. But yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good shout. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe I'll just get that instead of zinc.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's the name of your group?
No, I was actually a photographer, so I was just
tour
photographer, helping content and everything. But yeah, I helped with Mike's Dead last year on the In This Moment tour.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Yeah, cool. What music have you guys been listening to lately, though?
I'd have to say my favorite album of 2025 is definitely Thornhill Bodies. That album fucking slaps. There's something in the water out in Australia, dude. All those bands are straight killing it, man. They got this crazy signature sound out there that I feel like is just awesome. Another band that I've been kind of stoked on is this band No Pressure. They're like maybe a pop punk band, sort of, but a little edgier. And the new Drain album's sick. And the new Dying Wish is dope. Oh, dude, new I See Stars is really good.
Hey, I forgot about that drop.
Yeah, yeah. They just
Right.
put out a new record produced by David Bendith. We go way back with him. We did a couple albums with him. And yeah, dude, their new album is killer. Really, really well done. I go to the gym a lot, so I listen to a bunch of new music. So to those listening or watching, if you have any music recommendations, send them my way. Hit me up.
Yeah.
I love listening to new music and checking out new bands.
Cool.
So people can even send me their bands if they want me to check it out. I love that.
Cool. How about you,
I'll
Aaron?
check out whatever.
New Deftones.
That's
Ooh,
good.
yeah. Forgot about
Right.
that.
I forgot about that too. I've been listening to Anchors a lot. They're like a UK metalcore band. Been listening to them a lot. The Silverstein
Sick.
record.
Oh, nice.
Nevertill. Been listening to those guys. They've been popping up like crazy. Weekend Romans. Their new
Yeah, their
record
new
was
album
great.
kicks ass.
Yeah.
I do have to cut you off. We do have our next interview right now.
Okay. Cool. Thank you guys so much for coming out and appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
thank you,
Yeah.
man. Thanks for having us.